We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, come on. Army,
First carry for Darius Geis. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
Right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
We want it. Come to my world.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watch 54. I got you, son. I got you.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. The try here for the extra point. And and the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Allen now on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
That's going to be a long check 26, check again.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Bandit. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, just like that. Watch the motion.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 7, Murray. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over, but in trouble, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And some room to work. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Middle. Hey, seam 6.
On 1st down, Allen. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. George Kittle, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hey, 180! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
It's Mixon on the counter. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Nixon will try the right side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey, you got three.
Allen now looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards on first down. Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. He's all alone, Tyrod Taylor. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They do go for it. It's Murray. Able to find Harris, complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Pitching to Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play. Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment. It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench. They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Eagles.
Mike 33, check Mike 33. Focus, defense, focus.
Geis. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I was just going to say, maybe fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points. Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Mike 50. Mike 54. Hey, here I come.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Half. Mike 50.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered. We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations...
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cardinals. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now this time, Murray to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Murray now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw, it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
On 2nd and 1, Allen. This is caught. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Under pressure, they got him again. Now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So Allen's going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Murray and company going for it on 4th. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Swift. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check motion, motion, motion.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, 50.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the